Hello, I am Sandra Garcia Vergara. I'm a professor in the School of Metallurgical Engineering and Material Science. I am also the lecturer of the heat treatment course in the program of Metallurgical Engineering. I would like to show you today the laboratory for heat treatment, which is located on the basement of the Jorge Bautista Vesga building and is labeled 005. The group of students who attend the lab are usually between 10 to 12, and in order to help them with the lab, we have a technician and the lecturer of the course. The students need to wear special protection equipment, closed shoes, trousers, long sleeve shirt, and they also need to wear the lab coat. Now, in this COVID emergency, they also need to meet the biosecurity protocols. For that reason, the use of facial masks is compulsory in the whole campus, and of course also here in this building and in this lab. The students need to clean their hands before to come inside the lab, and once they are inside the lab, they need to put antibacterial gel. Then let's go to see the lab. From this point of view, we have a panoramic view of the lab. Here on the right, we have the emergency H-wash station with the instruction in English and in Spanish. Also, here we have the extinguisher, in which you can clearly see that the last refill was in April 2021. On this side, we have the first aid kit with all the necessary products to attend any kind of minor emergency. Also, all around the lab, you can see the poster in which the emergency lines are displayed. And in case of any emergency, you have the students or the technician of the lecture needs to dial the number, and that's a service for the whole university. The first equipment that we have in the heat treatment labs is the hardeners equipment to determine hardness of a heat-treated materials. In this lab, mainly we work with steels, and then we have carbon and alloy steel, sample of which are storage here in these cabinets. We used to work with small samples. The mechanical preparation of those samples is performed by the technician in the metallography lab, which is opposite to this one. You will have also a video for that lab. We have here some spare lab coat and goggles in case the students don't bring it for the practice. We are going here to work with ovens that usually operate between 500 or 800 degrees Celsius. Then the technician of the students need to wear protective clothes. And then for that reason, we have here the facial masks, the coat, gloves, and also we have all different kind of stones depending on the size of the sample to put the sample inside and out the ovens. The students here, we have the capacity for 12 students, and once the practice starts, the students are split in groups of 2 or 3 students. In this area, the students can make their observation of the practice. The practice is designed by the lecturer ahead, and in that case, the technician has all the materials needed for the practice. Then let's go to see the ovens. In the lab, we have 4 ovens that the student can use, all of them from different brands. The equipment meet the electrical regulations. We have a technological department at the university, and that department is in charge to the installation and maintenance of the equipment. In case of any failure, the head of the school reports the equipment to that department. The ovens can go up to 1200 degrees Celsius. They are working, as you can observe here. Besides each oven, we have the manual of the equipment in case that something happens, and also we have here everybody who uses the equipment need to register their name, the date, and the kind of temperature that they use in the ovens. All of the 4 ovens have this kind of registration. The following one is this oven, which is a Carbolite brand. The equipment is also connected, as you can see. In this equipment, the oven is Different, as I mentioned it before, the technician of the student who is going to put the sample inside or out, they will need to wear the special protection cloth, the manual and the registration. On the corner, there is the Jomini equipment, which is used to perform the Jomini test, which is the test will allow determination of the hardenability of the metallic materials, particularly steel. The other two ovens that we have here are these ones. As you can see, they are also working. The temperature they can go is 1200 degrees Celsius. Here we have the sink. The students can clean their hands any moment during the practice, and soap is provided. The last equipment that we have in this lab is this tubular oven. However, this oven is not used for the practices in the undergraduate course. This is an special equipment in which atmosphere can be controlled. For that reason, we have the gases here. But the equipment is used mainly for postgraduate students or even for undergraduate students, but when they are doing their final research project. Once the metallic samples are heat treated, the students need to prepare them to observe their microstructure. This is the metallographical preparation, which the students need to perform on the metallography lab, and following that they will check the microstructure in the microscopy lab, which is in front of this lab, and as I mentioned, you will have also a video for those labs. For this reason, here is the MSDS information of all the chemicals that they use for the metallographical preparation. This is the heat treatment lab. Also, I would like to clarify that all the students in the program that need to attend a laboratory practice, they are covered by a special insurance. Every semester, the lecturer in charge of each lab needs to be sure that all the students are covered by the policy. Thank you very much.